So the product of prime factors. So product, when you see this word product, product means the product of numbers is the answer when you multiply them. The product of prime factors then is you take a particular number, you break it down into the factors that are prime for that number, and then when you multiply those numbers by each other, it should give you the number, okay? So with that in mind, let's look at some examples. So if I take the number 10, so for example, 10 has a range of factors, but two of the factors that it has are prime factors, namely the number 2 and the number 5. So remember, prime numbers are numbers that have two factors, 1 and the number itself. So for example, the number 2 has the factor 1 and it also has the factor 2. Okay, so 2 is a prime number, and the same with 5. Now when we're dealing with products of prime factors, what we have to do is we have to take the number and we have to identify factors of that number that are prime, that when multiplied by each other will actually give you the number. So in this example, if we take the number 10, so 2 and 5 are both products of 10, they are both prime numbers, and when I multiply them by each other, their product is equal to 10. So therefore, the product of prime factors for the number 10 would be 2 multiplied by 10, 2 multiplied by 5, which is equal to 10. Likewise, if I take the number 36, so again, I can break this down into two numbers. Okay, so for example, 9 multiplied by 4, and then I can even break this down even further then into its product of prime factors. So it would be, so the factors of 9 would be 3 multiplied by 3, okay, and both of 3 and 3 are prime numbers, multiplied by the factors of 4, which are 2 multiplied by 2. And notice that all of these numbers here are prime factors of 36. So when I multiply these by each other, so 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, their product, or the product of prime factors, equals 36. So what I want you to do is pause the video and factorize the number 60, and then identify the product of prime factors for the number 60. Okay, so what you should have got is this here. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So again, if we take the number 60, we can break it down into a factor pair. So 30 multiplied by 2 gives me 60. So this is one prime number. So what we can do then is we can take this 30 and we can break that down into another factor pair, which is 15 multiplied by 2. So therefore 15 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 gives me 60. So now I have two prime factors. So again, I can take this number 15 and I can break that down even further into 3 multiplied by 5. So now we have 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, and this is the product of prime factors. And what we can do is we can arrange these in ascending order. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. And this here is the product of prime factors for the number 60. So that's product of prime factors and how to take a number and get the product of prime factors for that number.